Hi guys! Welcome to our grade 10 mathematics class. For today's video, we will talk about on how to sketch the graph of the polynomial functions. But before we start, let's recall your polynomial functions. So we have here the example of the polynomial function in general form and the degree and the name of the function. So first is the general form of y is equal to ax plus b. Then the degree is 1. When we have a degree of 1, then it is called the linear function. Next is the polynomial function in the general form of y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. The degree is 2. And the name of the function is quadratic function. Next is the polynomial function in general form of y is equal to ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. Then, yung ating pinaka-highest degree is 3. Then, ang tawag natin doon will be cubic function. Then, next is y is equal to ax raised to 4 plus bx cubed plus cx squared plus dx plus e. Then, yung ating highest degree will be 4. Then, ang tawag natin doon sa function will be quartic function. Now, let's explore the polynomial functions. So, we have here the different kinds of graph of the polynomial functions. Kapag sinabi nating graph of polynomial function, continuous siya, wala siyang gap, walang break or hindi siya nabe-break, walang hole. So, let's have the first one, which is the straight line. So, yan ay continuous siya, hindi siya nabe-break, wala siyang gap and hole. Ang tawag natin dyan will be linear function. Kapag meron siyang degree na 1, then yung ating graph ay magiging straight line lang siya. Next is the quadratic function. So, sa ating quadratic function, meron tayong degree of 2 or highest degree na 2. Then, yung ating magiging graph will be parabola. Meron lang tayo doon na isang turning point. Next is the cubic function. So, kapag cubic function, meron tayo doong highest degree na 3. Then, yung ating magiging graph will have a 2 turning points. Next is the quartic function. As you can see doon sa ating graph, meron tayong 3 turning points. Then, yung ating highest degree dyan is 4. Now, let's start to sketch the graph of the polynomial functions. Sketching the graph of polynomials is easy if the important features of the graphs are known. For example, you know that the graph of x squared plus 5x plus 6 is a parabola that opens upward because the function is quadratic and the leading coefficient is positive. So, ngayon, kukunin muna natin yung mga factors, x and y intercepts, and the number of turning points of the polynomial function that is given. Tsaka natin i-sketch yung graph natin. So, first, let's have the factors. So, kapag kinuha natin yung factors niyan, ang makukuha natin ay x plus 3 and x plus 2. Next is the zeros. So, kapag kinuha natin yung zeros natin, i-equate lang natin ng 0 yung ating mga factors. Kaya, we have the zeros, negative 3 and negative 2. Next is the x and y intercepts. Yung ating magiging x-intercepts dyan ay yung zeros lang natin. So, we have negative 3 and negative 2. Then, yung ating y-intercept will be the constant of the function which is positive 6. Next is the roots or the solutions. So, kapag kinuha natin yung roots and solution, kukunin lang natin doon sa ating mga zeros yon. So, we have negative 3 and negative 2 also. Then next is the vertex. So kapag kinuha natin yung vertex, napag-aralan na natin yan noong grade 9 kayo. Ang gagamitin lang natin is, para makuha natin yung x, i-apply natin yung negative b all over by 2a na formula. Then kapag kinuha natin yung y, ang formula lang natin ay yung ating vertex form, which is b square minus 4ac all over by 4a. So, yung ating makukuhang vertex dyan will be negative 5 halves and negative 1/4. The next is the axis of symmetry. So, yung ating axis of symmetry dyan ay yung ating x lang doon sa ating vertex, which is yung ating negative 5 halves. Then, yung ating number of turning points, ang formula na gagamitin natin dyan will be n minus 1. Yung n natin is yung ating highest degree. So, yung ating magiging number of turning points will be 1. Kasi nga, yung ating highest degree is 2. So, 2 minus 1 will give us 1. Then now, let's graph the polynomial function. So, meron tayo ditong coordinate plane. Then, unahin nating i-plot yung ating negative 3 doon sa ating zeros. So, yung ating negative 3 ay nandyan. The next ay yung ating negative 2. Then, after that, kunin natin yung kanyang axis of symmetry para makuha natin kung nasaan ba yung kanyang vertex. So, nandoon siya. Kasi yung ating vertex ay negative 5 halves and negative 1/4. So, ipagpalagay na natin na nandoon yung ating vertex. So, ngayon, i-plot na natin or i-sketch na natin yung ating graph. So, magiging ganyan yung ating parabola natin. So, ganun lang kung paano mag-sketch ng polynomial function. Now, let's have another one. So, for this time, we will sketch the graph of y is equal to x cubed minus x squared minus 9x plus 9. So, first, ang gagawin natin dyan ay kukunin muna natin yung ating mga factors. So, yung ating factors dyan ay x plus 3, x minus 1, and x minus 3. Then, after that, kukunin natin yung ating mga zeros. So, i-equate lang natin sa 0 yung ating mga factors. Kaya, meron tayo dyang negative 3, positive 1, and positive 3. Next is to get the x and y intercepts. So, yung ating magiging x-intercepts dyan ay yung ating nakuha lang na zeros. Parehas lang. So, magiging negative 3, 1, and positive 3. Then, yung ating y ay yung ating constant, which is positive 9. The next is to get the roots or the solutions. So, same as the zeros and the x-intercept lang. Kaya, naging negative 3, positive 1, and positive 3 lang yung ating mga roots and solutions. Next is the number of turning points. So, n minus 1 ulit. Since yung ating highest degree dyan ay 3, then ima-minus 1 lang natin. Ang magiging number of turning points natin dyan will be 2. Then, after that, pwede na nating ilagay sa ating coordinate plane. So, first na ilagay natin is yung ating negative 3. I-plot natin siya. So, nandoon yung ating negative 3. Next is yung ating positive 1, which is nandoon. Then, let's have the positive 3, which is nandoon. After nyan, isusulat muna natin yung ating mga axis of symmetry. So, magiging ganyan yung ating mga axis of symmetry dyan. The next is to get the ating mga ordered pairs. So, kapag itong part na ito, papunta doon, then yung ating maging ordered pairs is negative infinity, which is papunta kasi doon, so continuous yan. Then, negative 3, which is ito. Which is itong plot na to, negative 3. Next is, yung part naman na yan, which is magiging negative 3 and 1. So, itong part na ito ay negative 3 hanggang 1 lang siya. Kasi nga yung ating axis of symmetry ay nandito, then sa negative 3 din dito sa ating positive 1. Next, doon naman sa kabila which is 1 and 3 yung ating ordered pairs kasi nga yung ating axis of symmetry dito ay 1, then hanggang sa positive 3. Then the last one is positive 3 to positive infinite. So ito ay continuous na siya. Then after that, pwede na nating i-sketch yung ating graph. So kapag in-sketch natin yan, ang magiging itsura niya will be ganito. So i-drawin ko na lang. Sorry, so magiging parang ganito yung ating sketch dyan. Yan, kasi nga meron tayong dalawang turning point. So, pagpalagay nyo na lang na perfect yung ating green up. So, magiging ganyan yung ating graph dyan or yung itsura ng ating graph. So, yung arrow means na continuous siya. Kaya, magiging negative infinity to positive infinity yung ating magiging graph. Now, let's have the last example on how to sketch the graph of polynomial function. So, at this time, we will sketch the graph of the polynomial function. P of x is equal to x plus 1 times the quantity x plus 1 times the quantity x minus 1 times the quantity x minus 5. So, first is to get the factors. Since yung ating given polynomial functions ay naka-factor na din, kukopyahin na lang natin yung mga factors, kaya naging ganyan. Next is to get the zeros. So, para makuha yung zeros, i-equate lang natin ng 0 yung ating mga factors. Kaya yung ating zeros ay negative 1 of multiplicity 2. Ibig sabihin yan ay dalawang negative 1. Then, the other factors or other zeros are positive 1 and positive 5. Next is to get the x and y intercepts. So, yung ating x-intercepts dyan ay same as the zeros. So, we have negative 1, positive 1, and positive 5. Then, yung ating y ay nakuha lang natin doon sa ating constant dito. So, para makuha yung constant, we will just multiply yung ating mga given na constant dito. So, we have negative 5 times negative 1 will give us positive 5. Positive 5 times positive 1, positive 5. Then, positive 5 times positive 1 ulit, nagiging positive 5. Kaya naging positive 5 yung ating y-intercept. Next is to get the roots or solutions. So, kapag yung roots and solutions, kukunin lang ulit natin siya sa ating zeros or sa ating x-intercept. Kaya naging negative 1, positive 1, and positive 5 siya. Next is to get the number of turning points. Since yung ating factors ay 4, then yung ating pinaka-highest na degree dyan ay 4 or nasa quartic siya. So, ima-minus lang natin siya sa 1, kaya magiging 3 yung ating number of turning points. After nyan, i-graph na lang natin siya sa ating coordinate plane. So, unahin nating i-plot yung ating negative 1. So, nandoon yung ating plot. Next is the positive 1, which is nandoon. Then, yung positive 5, which is nandoon. Then, after that, ilalagay na natin yung ating mga axis of symmetry. The next is get the ordered pairs for this part. So, we have negative infinity to positive 1 kasi nga, or negative 1 kasi nga ito ay negative 1, papunta sa negative na infinity. Next is yung part na yan. So, we have here negative 1 and positive 1. So, itong part na, ito siya. The next, we have positive 1 and positive 5. So, itong point na ito, positive 1 to positive 5. So, itong part na yan. Next is the last one, which is positive 5 to positive infinite. So, itong positive 5 na to na plot, papunta sa positive infinity. Then, after nyan, ipla-plot na natin siya or i-graph na natin siya. Since sinabi natin na yung number of turning points natin ay 3, then, dapat kapag natin or graph natin ito ay magiging 3 yung turning points. So, mag-start tayo dito. Then, pag ganon siya. Next is, pag ganon. Then, after that, papunta doon. Yan. Then, diretso lang siya. Papunta sa point na yon. Then, ganon na yung ating graph. Lalagyan lang natin siya ng arrow para masabing continuous siya. Or, papunta siya sa positive na infinite. Then, dito sa kabilang side ay sa negative na infinite. So, kung papansin niyo meron tayong 3 turning points dito. Ito yung first na turning point, second, and third na turning point. So, ganun lang kasimple kung paano mag-sketch ng graph of polynomial function. And that's how to determine the degree, factors, x and y intercepts, and number of turning points of a polynomial functions. And that's how to sketch the graph of a polynomial function. I hope you understand it well. And for clarification and questions, just comment down below. And I will try my best to answer it properly and correctly. So, that's end our lesson for today. God bless everyone.